Welcome back. This is Apex Sabian. We're with the defensive coordinator of relationships. And I'm gonna help you young bucks and you old niggas who ain't got no real game. I'm gonna teach you the game. See, when I'm out there on the links, hitting the links and shit, I'm just studying the reality of most people's relationships. I'm talking to old people in relationships, I'm talking to young people in relationships. I'm seeing all of it, and I'm seeing where the mistakes are happening. And the biggest mistake I know with most guys, you're putting yourself on the back foot for no reason, man. Just take the ball and start playing offense. But you guys want to fucking flip the coin and lay things off the chance, and then you end up getting fucked. So if you don't want to get fucked, go ahead and listen to me. Like, subscribe, share. Let's get this thing cracking, baby. All right, so let me open up the big screen. All right. Actually, let's knock it like that. All right, there's a. So if you're on defense, man, I gotta explain to you how you found yourself on defense. Because my brothers that are on defense, you feeling the game, you feeling the stress, you feeling the pressure, cooking you, boy, cooking you. See, I don't like that for you. I want to see you be happy. I want to see you marching down the field being a general, like the general you should be, the general that you are. But you did some stupid shit and put yourself on defense. So this is likely how most guys end up on defense. Most guys typically end up on defense in one or two ways. You probably led with money or comfort, and the money one's pretty obvious. You told this girl, I'm going to pay you all these dates. You started sending her money, cash apping her for bills and nails and all the types of stupid shit. Or you met her through comfort, which is the dating apps. See, those dating apps, y'all think you're gaming shit up on dating apps. You're not. You're a simp. You're a simp. You're a trick. You just don't know it. Because the dating apps, what the dating apps do is they make it like fast food for relationships. And that's not going to get you anything. You get to eat a real good home-cooked meal. You either really sit there and let that shit season it. Beat the meat up with the hammer. Get everything going nice and fucking, oh my God. You know what a good home cooked meal is. Everything's made from scratch. That's the way your relationship should start off. But most of you guys just seek comfort and you look at dating profiles and you're like, oh, okay, I'll go with this dating person. Not even knowing that you're going to have chemistry or anything like that. You don't know who you're meeting. You don't know what circumstance. And it's also just a lame story because nobody wants to tell their kids they met from a dating app. It's embarrassing. Or number two, which is most of you niggas, you decide to have unprotected sex without having a serious relationship about how your guys' life is going to look after the sex. See, there was no discussion. It was just like Netflix and chill. Come to my house so I can be a gay and cool guy and go Netflix and chill. And then you end up letting her have sex with you, but you expose yourself to a bunch of risk and disease. Once again, please go to the clinic. Get yourself tested, young man. Free vagina is not good vagina. You don't know where she's put that thing. You don't know who's been in there. You don't know if she's clean. And so you're risking yourself like for HIV, hepatitis, and all the other gonorrhea, all types of stuff because you just were thinking in the moment. So please take care of yourself. Make sure you get tested. Make sure your partner gets tested. And I recommend you do it together. That's really the best way to go on offense if you're looking to have sex. So you're behind on the 8 ball. She knows it. You don't know it. She scored on you without you saying. The game's already probably 0-14, 0-7. At the minimum, before you even realize the game's already 0-7, 0-14. And let's go to the next part. So defense is very poor. You don't want to start off on defense. Defense is not good for you. Defense is a terrible place to start because you got to suffer. You got to suffer until you can get a turnover or a stop. And every time your girl scores on you, she chips away at your manhood. She chips away at your pride because you end up doing something you didn't want to do because you did it to external pressure. You didn't make a choice as a man. You got forced into it because she beat you into submission. And where I'm from, we don't let girls get any wins. We guide women to winning on our terms. Because anytime you're doing something that a woman's leading you to do, typically it's going to be a feminine thing. And if you're doing something feminine, chances are you're not going to be happy. Or you're going to try to delude yourself into happiness, make up excuses, and then you're going to be delusional. And if you're delusional, you're not going to be happy because you're going to get bad results. And at some point, you're going to crash out. I don't want to see people crash out. I'm tired of seeing crash. Well, actually, I like seeing people crash out because a lot of times they deserve it. But I prefer people weren't seeing crash outs. I would prefer people were actually happy and successful in relationships because happy, successful relationships mean happy, successful families. Happy, successful families means happy, successful communities. And happy, successful communities means happy and successful societies and civilizations. which means prosperity for everybody and all mankind. But you got to stop just playing on defense, bros. Get yourself out of defense. So anyway, need you to remember, brothers, the best you can do in relationships, the absolutely best position you could be in a relationship is the score say 0-0. If you remember my conversation from the past one, the Apex Playbook, the original one, I explained to you guys, you can't score on offense. There's no scoring. All you do is maintain possession of the ball. That's all you got to do. And the best you can hope for is that your girl just decides to give up because your offense is too good and she just starts to cheerlead for you. And then if you're really good at offense, if you're really good, she realizes she'll go get another girl and watch her play defense against you. And you beat that girl, and then she becomes your cheerleader. And then if you beat those two girls, they'll start to cheerlead for you. Then they'll go get a third girl, and the cycle continues until you just get tired of fucking dominating. And then eventually you might have a whole squad of cheerleaders on your team. But that's the best case scenario is that it's 0-0 and you're playing against air and you're just cruising down through life until one of you guys die or she leaves you. But if your girl scored on you, there's only 3 ways to redeem yourself as a man. There's only 3 ways. You got to flip the circumstances. So one is have a planned baby. Don't do no blue face shit where you just have a kid with a woman and she planned the trap, because then that's even worse. You're just doubling down on that's a touchdown for her. But if you sit her down and say, hey, look, baby, we start off on a bad foot. I want to make honest one of you. I love you as a relationship. That's have a kid. And what happens is when you have that kid, it then creates a new game that you're playing. So the field gets wiped, the score's over, because now you're playing as a role as father and mother. And that's a very important role to play, because if you're playing as father and mother, you have a brand new foot to start off on. And her defense is a little bit weaker because now she has a baby. She can't play as hard, and she's more likely to want you to be the quarterback because she wants to see you lead. Now, this is only if you sit her down and talk about having a baby. If you guys have some discussions and you're really trying for the kid, you don't just end up with a fucking surprise baby. You don't want a surprise baby. You want to have a planned baby. 2, take sex off the table. Sex off the table changes your whole dynamic of your relationship. Because when you start having sex, now you got to look at each other as human beings and who you guys really are amongst each other. You got to see if you cooperate. And there was a famous story by that guy who made Valuetainment. I can't remember his name. The Iranian dude. He said he had a girl that they had mad crazy sex, and he's like, I need to get focused on life. So he told her, look, no sex for 6 months. And by the first month, they were done with the relationship. And that's what will happen to most of your guys' relationship, because when you take sex off the table, you kind of realize you guys don't have anything in common. You guys don't really like each other. You kind of just bumping uglies to release the stress and pain of life. And then you'll just go your separate ways. Or 3, break up with her and build yourself better as a man and see if she spends the block back on you. And you'll be surprised. A lot of times girls will spend the block back on you. If you're a decent man and you just kind of made some stupid choices because you didn't know better, if you build yourself and change those things about you, a lot of times they spend the block. You'd be surprised. I had a couple girls spend the block back on me. Now, when they came back, my offense was way too good. They didn't want to play against none of that. And they weren't up for cheerleading, but they left. But I kept my my manhood intact, and I was able to maybe see prosper, and I learned valuable lessons from it. So let's get to number 3. Your girl's offense. So your girl's offense, you can't stop her. You're not going to stop her from the 0-yard line to all the way to about the 20-yard line when you get to the red zone. You can't stop it. And she only has 3 plays and 2 formations. She got a I formation with 1 receiver out there. And all she's going to do is run the ball at the middle with you, which is like her sex game, which a lot of you guys just get ate up by that one. She just pounding you, bam, 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 killing you with the sex game. Or she does the 5-yard hitch pass, which is she strokes your ego. She does that little manipulative thing like, hey, baby, you know, I really think you're so sexy. You look so hot when you're moving stuff. You might be like, if I buy this couch and then I want to see you put it together and move it, and you're like, oh, yeah, I want to be sexy and look like that. That's her getting advancements on you. She's scoring. You just don't realize she's scoring. And the most dangerous one, this is the most dangerous play. This is the one that scares me. This gives me fucking the heebie-jeebies at night. Is when she has a 5 wide shotgun formation. That means she's about to hit you with a deep bomb, which is those questions that come out of nowhere. And these are these major impactful questions that guys are never really prepared for. Guys never like, and here's an example of one of them. You just got done laying up, smashing. You naked, she looking good like a snack. You sleeping, then she wakes you up in the middle of the night. She goes, baby, wake up. I'm like, hey, what's up, girl? He's like, what are we? You're like, fuck, fuck, fuck. I don't. Oh. And niggas start panicking. They, oh, well, you know, we letting the things flow. No, where are we? And she starts pressing. That's her getting ready for that deep bomb. And you were stuck in the run formation, just think you're gonna get sex and her stroke your ego. And you were over here playing defense, because playing the run defense and the short yard defense, and she came out 5 wide. You weren't even paying attention. And that's the most dangerous one. And then the other one she hit you with, like, can we move in together? Like I need to get a move into a place. I'm gonna be my rent's kind of high, and I don't have a place to live. I don't know where I'm gonna go. I don't want to move back with my parents. So like, can I just like move in with you? Or we go get an apartment together? Trap, nigga. It's trap. Run. You gotta say no, but most guys they cave in. Or can I get the dog? I want to get a dog. I think a dog would be really cool for our house or our apartment. You're like, I don't even want a fucking dog. I don't even like dogs. Why do I have a dog for it? And then she gets the dog. See, those are the questions are like, can you come meet my parents? When am I going to meet your friends? When am I going to meet your mom? When am I going to go for Christmas? Those are the deep bomb questions that you're not ready for. And when that happens, brothers, nigga, just pray that you got your prevent defense out there. And this is why I'm saying it's impossible to stop her, because you have to commit to the run, and she hits you over the top with the deep bomb, or you kind of play conservative and let her just eat you up in the middle until you get to that red zone. Let's get to the red zone game. Well, not the red zone, but the third part. So this is the other saving grace. Every once in a while, your girl would she's gonna get tired of running the ball down your throat, and her girlfriend's gonna go out and they're gonna powwow and they're gonna talk about the relationships, and they're gonna come with some stupid strategy to get you to do some dumb stuff or get her to do something stupid that's gonna jeopardize a relationship. Because she already has a plan, but a lot of good time girls, they get into the hive mind and group think. And when they get into the hive mind group think, she's liable to do some stupid play, like a triple option, wide reverse, deep throw. That's when your chances to get a turnover. Because likely it's going to put her in a long distance where it's like 3rd and 20, and she can't just run the ball. She can't just do that. So then at that point, you got to capitalize on those opportunities. So I always say, use your girlfriends against her. Always, I look at my girlfriends as like part of my team, because I can use, because they don't want the relationship to work. They're slowly trying to steer her away so she can go out and be with the hot girl summer. So when she goes to hot girl summer, she does the girls trip, have her bags packed. All right, baby, you turn over the ball. You messed up. Things are going good. I don't know if I can trust you, blah, blah, blah. Just make up whatever excuse. And that's your chance to get a turnover. And that's when you can go back on the offensive. But once again, you got to capitalize. You got to blitz when you see that moment coming. When you see that dumb play coming, you got to go for it. If not, the only way you're going to get a turnover is in the red zone, brothers. So let's go over to the red zone defense. So defense, man, it's going to be hard. It's going to be rough. Nobody said defense is easy. Defense is about pride. It's about picking up your ball sack, getting out there and saying, I'm going to fight to the last group of tea, to my last fucking breath, and I'm not going to let her get on me. I'm going to dig my feet in. I'm going to protect my house at all time. And what I really recommend for most guys, if you're on defense, is be passive, sit back, conserve your energy. Let her think that she's getting easy ass first downs. Actually, the faster she marches down the field, the better, because then you can really save your energy for what it really matters, which is the red zone. And when the red zone gets here, it's time to buckle up, brother, because there's only 2 plays coming: sex, or she's stroking the ego, and you know it's coming. So you put that staunch defense out there, and you fucking hold. You hold like it's like a fucking crypto bull run. Hold. Because if you can cash out and get that turnover and that stop, you can walk away with your pride. Because you got to be able to force the red zone. And I made a mistake. I kind of went back. But anyway, once again, we're just reiterating. The only way you can get a turnover if it's not in the red zone is by using her girlfriends. And you got to use that chance to capitalize when she puts herself in 3rd or 4th and long, because you know a deep pass is coming. And when you know that deep pass is coming, just sit back and pick it off, baby. Pick it off. Because she's going to try to scramble. She can't really scramble. She can't throw. She can't read the defense. She's so used to running that sex game on you and the stroking your ego. If you can sit back and you can hold the fort and just stop that defense, to stop that offense, you're going to be golden. But you got to make sure you capitalize on the friends making her do some dumb stuff. Absolutely. Because if not, it's going to be embarrassing. If a girl fucking runs a dumb play on you, like a triple third option reverse deep pass, and she hits it on touchdown, bro, she loses all respect for you, because she's like, how you even let me get this off? You might as well just go cheerleading, bro. And understand, this is the last thing I'm gonna leave you guys with. Defense saves manhood. Listen, my brothers, you're playing for pride. Don't ever forget that. Your balls are on the table at all time. Get the stop at all costs. Get the goddamn stop or get off the field. Because every time she scores a touchdown on you, she's reducing your manhood. She's making you more feminine and more estrogen like, and you're losing a bit of yourself every single time. And then once you get that stop, you gotta make a choice, man. Because a lot of times you'll be down 14-21-0 when you get your first stop. You gotta look there and look at the relationship and say, damn, do I want to keep playing this out or do I want to hit the links with the kid? Like your boy. I'm out there just swinging, hitting the golf clubs, just having fun, enjoying my time until a girl that really wants to come cheerleader for me. Because when I'm telling you, when I drop the offensive playbook, you guys are gonna be like, damn, this nigga, he coming with everything. Yeah, I got everything. I got all the plays, nigga. I'm Andy Reid of this fucking offense shit. Yeah. But anyway, I just want to let you guys know, man. I love you. Best of luck to my soldiers out there in the field. And remember, one man, one mic, one army. That's what we're about. So this is Apex, the defensive coordinator relationships. I'm leaving you guys. Best of luck. Hope this video helps some people. Like, subscribe, share, reach out if you need some help, consultations. They're only gonna be free for so long before I fucking start charging people because I'm doing big business, nigga. Dreaded cowboy style.